What's happening, DiBlankers? My name is Dion, and you're watching Dion Friday! Oh man, I am so freaking tired, it is ridiculous. I know that's the last thing you wanted to hear when you clicked on this video and you're like, Dion, I want to hear an excited Dion. No, I'm so freaking tired, like balls. I've actually been working for the last 6 days straight. And I am so relieved that it is Friday and I've got a 2-day weekend I can just enjoy to myself. To be honest with you guys, I had like no idea what I was going to talk about in this video today, and I was like, shit! I'm not going to have anything to talk about. Maybe I should eat this lovely lemon cake for them or something. Maybe they would be entertained by that. See that lovely lemon cake? But I've already eaten 3/4 of it all by myself in like the last hour. Is that kind of sad? That I eat so much cake? It's going to go straight to my thighs! What kind of a guy am I thinking about food going straight to my thighs? That's just downright awkward. So I was thinking about an icebreaker, and I actually found this one website that generates questions randomly that you can actually ask out on a date. Now, I don't know if you're the sort of person that has your phone out and you've got this website loaded on it, so just when things get a little bit awkward and silent when you're on a date, you can just quickly go look at it. Oh, what's your name again? Oh shit, how are you? I don't know if you're that sort of guy, and I don't know who would actually do something like that, but whatever, good luck. If you're that sort of person, then I wish you all the best, that's all I can say. But what I think would be really cool is to answer some of these questions for you guys, and we're gonna do it for a few minutes. I've got something cooking in the oven right now, so let's go ahead and do it! What is the best thing that happened to you this week? Actually, let's skip that one because that is obviously gonna be Friday, Dion Friday. Let's skip that one. What is the last thing you do before you go to sleep? I get undressed. Believe it or not, okay, this is maybe gonna be a bit too much information. But believe it or not, it's so hot down here in England and I am just not used to it at all. Like, it is freaking hot. You know, what do you wear when you go to bed? Do you wear your pajamas? Do you just sometimes go straight in your clothes? It really depends for me. Sometimes I am so goddamn tired, I would just be like, oh, like falling asleep. I would just go to bed in my clothes and I'll fall asleep. I know that sounds terrible, but sometimes I am so tired that I do that. But usually I go in my pajamas, and on very hot nights, well, that's up to your imagination. What is your preferred method of contacting someone? Email, phone, text. What kind of question is this that would you ask somebody on a date? How do you wish to contact somebody? By phone, email, or text? Could you imagine the looks that somebody would get on their face, whoever you're talking to, when you ask them that? What is your preferred message of contacting someone? Probably text, to be honest. Either that or TeamSpeak. I really love, like, when I'm playing games, I love to talk to people at the same time on TeamSpeak, but otherwise, I like texting. Phoning isn't really my thing. I mean, I will phone people, but I don't tend to actually do it. I like the sort of thing with texting, like, you're not obliged to talk to them non-stop. You can like send a text and go away, do something else, and then come back and then send another text. And I just prefer that sort of thing. Do you have any pets? No, I don't have any pets. My chihuahua died like 2 months back. There's a video that I did on it, and another Dion Friday of my chihuahua that died, Poncho. I miss him so much. I don't think about him every day, to be honest, and if I said it, I've thought about him every day, then that would be a lie. Not every single day, but I do think about him quite often. And I do really miss the little guy, and someday I want to have another pet, and I haven't exactly thought about what I want, but I think what did I come up with? I actually looked up a dog. It was like a Doberman Schnitzel. That's probably not what it is. I'll have to do a future video about what pet I want to get. I can't remember, but I someday want pets again. What is the biggest regret this week? Holy crap. Oh gosh. Actually, these questions are really private. These questions are really private. Dating, that's all I can say. Biggest regret of this week. What is your preferred method of contacting someone? God damn it, it just asked me the same question. What if you ask somebody this question on a date and then all of a sudden you ask them another question and then the next one after that is the same one that you already asked? You're kind of in a pickle, aren't you? Would you rather go without junk food for a year or go without TV for a year? Oh man. Oh, that for me, that's really easy. I would rather go without TV for a year. Because I can still use my computer, right? That's not cheating. I can still watch series on the computer. Okay, how about we rephrase this question? Would you go without junk food for a year or without any form of, like, entertainment where you see moving pictures? Holy crap, that is hard. it would have to be junk food in that case, because there is no way I can not survive without my computer. I have to have my computer in my life. I just couldn't. I guess I could still eat like other yummy food, like, I don't know, egg and crust sandwiches. I love egg and crust sandwiches. Like, check that. I've even got a box of an egg and crust sandwich on my desk. I like junk food, but to be honest, I can't live without it. Like, for the last few weeks, I've only had like 1 day a week where I eat junk food, so I can't live without it. But if it was a question between junk food and TV, for me, that's an easy one. No TV, because at the moment, I have no TV. And I have to say, in Britain, over here in England, the TV isn't absolutely amazing. Like, there are a few good programs, but overall, it's not, like, fantastic. Where did you grow up? I grew up in a few places, actually. I'm a man from all over the world. I'm a globetrotter. Like, you know, most people, like, all your friends and people that you meet, they're always, like, they grew up somewhere, like they were born somewhere and they grew up in that same area like their whole life. I'm not nowhere like that, alright? I'll put it like this. I was born in New Zealand, I moved shortly afterwards to Australia, and then I shortly moved after that to Canada. I lived multiple places in Canada. I also lived in America, and then I lived in Scotland, and now I'm here in England. But I grew up in Canada and America, hence the accent and why I don't really sound British. But I love Canada and America, and especially Canada. I have so many fond memories, and I sometimes wish I could move back there someday. Like, Canada is such an amazing place, specifically Vancouver. Like, that's where I grew up, and that's all I really know. If you knew you only had 24 hours left to live, what would you do? Holy crap. Oh my gosh. Well, I guess the first thing I would do is I would upload a video to the channel and say, look everyone, I'm gonna die in 24 hours. I'm sorry, I'm gonna miss you all, and thanks for coming along with this ride, but that's it. I would probably then just do absolutely insane stuff, like I would tell my parents I love them. Well, I mean, that's not insane. I would tell my parents that I love them. I would just ask them for money so that I could go see, like, all of my friends, all of my nearest friends, and just, like, hang out with them. I don't even know. That is such a hard question. For God's sake, I would probably just, like, drown myself in junk food. How do you like your eggs cooked? Oh, I love to have my eggs cooked hard-boiled. I know some people like to have like the soft egg yolky stuff in the middle, or like scrambled eggs. I really like hard-boiled eggs, and that's no surprise when I have like egg and crust sandwiches, because it's just amazing. It's like the perfect texture of like fluffiness in the inside of the yolk, and then also the white proteiny. I don't know, eggs are perfect. They're like an absolutely amazing food, and especially hard-boiled. So good. The only thing I don't actually like is with hard-boiled eggs when you have to peel the shell off. That can be a bit hard, but if you actually do it like shortly after they're like done being hard-boiled, then it's actually quite easy to do. But they hurt like a motherfucker because they're so hot. Have you ever been in any YouTube videos? Really? No! What do you take me for, a cam whore? At what age would you consider someone to be old? Oh man. You know, they say that age is a thing of the mind. So, you know, you can be very young, but then you can act older. And at the same time, you can be very old physically, but then you can act very young. So I would really say that it's kind of a question that you can separate into two things. You can be physically old and then also mentally old. But I would really say, like, when you first see someone and you think they're like properly old, like decaying and like about to hit their grave or something, I would say they start getting old when they're probably like 55, especially when you start graying, like your hair starts graying, the wrinkles really start kicking in. I think that's when it starts hitting it. But I see a lot of people, and bless them, they really just fight off age. Like, they can be graying and white hair, but then they look so young and they act so young, and it's unbelievable. But I would just say, whenever you start giving up on life and you start just decaying and letting that process of just life get onto you, that's when you probably start becoming old and people start noticing. Do you recycle? Hell freaking yeah, I recycle! However, the other week I got really pissed off because what I do is I love to recycle things. I don't like throwing away stuff that isn't recyclable. However, the thing is, like, I started throwing away loads and loads of stuff that I thought was able to be recycled. But then the other week, I got a notice through my door that was reminding everyone in my block that you can't throw away these specific things, such as juice cartons. And I was like, what? A juice carton can't be recycled? I'm pretty damn sure on the actual carton itself, it says that you can recycle it. but we aren't allowed to recycle it. So I got really peeved at that, and so I am still recycling what I can recycle, but I can't actually do that. So whatever I can, I do. What is one of your favorite words or phrases? Oh, amazeballs! What was your least favorite job that you've had? I've had a few jobs in my life, but let's see, I'll just list them off. The first, I was a receptionist at a hospice. If you don't know what a hospice is, it's a place where people go to die. They're terminally ill, so basically medicines can't cure them, and they're just there because they're getting end-of-life treatment until they pass away. It's a place where their families can come to visit that person who's terminally ill, and it's just a place of passing, really. So I was a receptionist, just making the life of nurses there easier, and I didn't do loads, like, you know, hands-on with actual patients, but I guess that was kind of nice, but it wasn't anything serious. I've also worked in a petrol station, a gas station. I've worked in 2 pharmacies, and I'd probably say the least favorite job was maybe the hospice or the gas station. Probably the gas station, because that's probably the least relevant thing I've ever done in my life. It has nothing to do with pharmacy, which is what I do, so probably the gas station. If you were stuck on a desert island, what would you want to have with you? My computer! Wait, but then I would need electricity. God damn it, if I could harness the power of lightning and have my computer, I would definitely have my computer. What's the worst thing about your gender? To be honest, I feel like a lot of guys can be dickheads. Does that make me sound like I'm pompous or like I'm trying to be perfect? I'm not trying to be perfect, but I do feel like a lot of guys that I've seen, just random ones, I'm not saying everyone is like that, but I do feel like a lot of guys, especially like my age, are dickheads, like when they're trying to impress girls. You know, I can understand this whole thing about evolution and chemistry, like girls are naturally attracted to badasses and alpha males and whatnot. But I feel like a lot of guys just do that because they want to get girls, and it does work. I mean, I've seen it plenty of times where these absolute dickheads get girls, but like at the same time, I think it's, for me personally, I think it's a bit off-putting. I think that people should be more intelligent and more sophisticated. Just my sort of thinking behind that, really. What did you have for lunch yesterday? Holy crap, I can't even remember what I can't barely remember what I had today, let alone yesterday. Well, I know I had some egg and crust sandwiches. That is what I've been eating all of lunches during work. Just egg and crust sandwiches. What was the last dream that you remember? You know what, DiBlankers? I think I'm gonna end it here because some of these questions could get very, very naughty, very, very deep. So we don't want to go into that sort of mind of Dion. No! But anyway, DiBlankers, I hope you enjoyed this rather unusual Q&A. You guys can ask me anything you want in the comments, and I'll hopefully get around to replying to them. If not, then maybe in a future Q&A. But anyway, DiBlankers, I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you have an amazing Friday. But until the next video, this is Dion, and I will catch you next time. Don't forget that power fist and smashing that like button. What is going on? Is there like a tornado or something? Holy shit, oh baby. This is absolutely mental. Can I get some sort of strategy or idea of how to survive this?